Owls will take on the 4-1 Ensworth Tigers. Let's give you the starting lineups. We'll start on the defensive side for Ensworth, and then Coach will give you the Owls starting lineup. The nose guard, Rashad Smith, 5'11", 300-pound junior. The defensive tackle that Coach mentioned during the last segment, number 55, Ethan Utley, 6'5", 280 pounds. He's a junior. The other defensive tackle is Andrew Hogan, a 6'2", 260-pound sophomore. Sam Haley is the inside linebacker at 6'2", 225, a junior, as well as Greer Short, 6'2", 210. He is a senior. The outside linebackers, Micah Smith, 6'2", 210-pound junior, and Jack Watts, 6'1", 180-pound junior. The corners, Zayden Moore, 5'11", 175-pound senior, and Jaron Sensabaugh. He is also a D1 commit. I believe he is committed to Michigan, 6'1", 180-pound senior. Jay Johnson and Mason Curtis are the safeties. On the offensive side of the football, Andrew Logan is the left tackle. Richard Thigpen, 6'5", 320-pound junior, is the left guard. Connor Stewart is the center, 5'10", 285-pound senior. The right guard is Jack Liniger, 6'5", 325-pound senior, and the right tackle is Ethan Utley, going both ways, as is Andrew Hogan. Zayden Moore, Sean Johnson are the outside receivers. Jaron Sensabaugh is the slot receiver. Jack Fleming will be the H-back. Damari Thompson will be the tailback, 5'9", 185-pound sophomore, and Max Holtzclaw will be the starting quarterback for the Tigers, 6'1", 180-pound senior. For the starting lineups for the Owls, I toss it to Coach.
For MUS, when Ensworth has the ball at nose guard, catcher Miller, he's a senior, 6', 200. The ends will be Griffin Allen, a senior, 6'1", 210, and Casey Cooper, a senior, 6'2", 205. The outside linebackers, Gavin Helton, a senior, 6'1", 215, and Stephen Nash, a junior, 6'3", 210. The inside backers, Hudson Schoaf, a senior, 6'1", 200, and T. Perry, a senior, 6'1", 215. In the secondary, at corner, Max Williams, a senior, 6', 190, and Brandon Nicholson, a senior, 6', 178. At safeties, T.J. Mays, a junior, 6', 185, and Makai Shaw, a senior, 6', 196. When the Owls are on offense, at center, Palmer Harris, a senior, 6', 230. The guards will be Javier Rawls, a senior, 6', 242, and Cooper Shannon, a senior, 5'11", 238. The tackles, Michael Ray, a junior, 6'5", 270, and Clayton Kulo, a senior, 6'1", 220. The outside receivers, Mac Barcroft, a senior, 6', 177, and Sam Wilson, a senior, 6'4", 184. The inside receivers, Kyle Sneed, a junior, 5'10", 175, and Makai Shaw, a senior, 6', 196. At running back, T. Perry, a senior, 6'1", 215, and at quarterback, Brady Hughes, a junior, 6'1", 195.
Brady enters the evening coming off another outstanding performance against Ridgeway. He's now thrown 11 touchdown passes on the season, and with his 2 touchdown passes against Ridgeway, that's 4 straight games with at least 1 touchdown pass, and he's had multiple touchdown passes in each of the 3 previous games, Ridgeway, McCauley, and Melrose. He is now 8-2 as the starting quarterback for the Owls. The captains for the Owls, as always, will be Clayton Kulo, Brandon Nicholson, and Hudson Schoaf. Captains for Ensworth will be Spencer Rice, Connor Stewart, Mason Curtis, and Greer Short. The Owls tonight will be in their white uniforms, gray pants with the blue stripe down the middle, the white uniform with red numerals trimmed in blue, the blue, red, blue tri-stripe on the side. The Owls will be wearing their blue helmets, Owls on the left, player number on the right. Ensworth tonight, home, black uniforms, orange numerals, white pants with a tri-stripe down the middle. The Owls have won the toss, and they have elected to defer. So, Coach, the Owl defense will start this one. Love to see a 3-and-out.
No doubt. That would be a great way to begin the game. So far, the defense has been what we hoped and thought it could be. The only game where they gave up just a whole lot of points was to McCallie. But fortunately, the offense really came to play against McCallie. And we wound up losing that 42-35. Other than that, the Owls have been really stingy giving up points to the opposition.
Again, this is the 9th meeting between Ensworth and the Owls. Ensworth leads 8-0 in the series. Here in Nashville, Ensworth has won 3 times. And the Owls are looking to spoil homecoming for Ensworth tonight. Coach, the other good news on defense, little peek behind the curtain for everyone, a little inside baseball. I told Coach Chubb to call the plays where they turn it over all the time. So
that's a good call on your part.
Yes.
I think
he told me he would.
We've got a job for you.
He told me he would do that.
Absolutely.
So the Owls get ready for a league game.
Now, to start the game, I would love to see us put the ball in the end zone and make Ensworth have to take over at their 20-yard line. We will see what Andrew Tancredi can do, whether a directional kick has been called or whether they're going to let him kick away.
Beautiful night for football here in Middle Tennessee. 80 degrees, slight breeze out of the north at 3 miles per hour. Justin Hopkins and Damari Thompson will be the deep men, as Tancredi will kick it on your radio dial from right to left.
And the returners for Ensworth are not lining up very deep. They're between the 10 and the 15-yard line, so they're not anticipating a very deep kick from Andrew.
Bo Butler also back deep for the Tigers. So the Owls get into conference play, and they face yet again another stiff test tonight from Ensworth. The Owls stood tall against McCallie. Let's see how they do against one of the state's best. This is a battle between number 3 and number 4 in the state AP poll. Tancredi's got it teed up at the 40 on the right hash. Approaches the football and sends a high spinner that will land, or I should say Thompson catches at the 16, tries to reverse his field, get over to the Ensworth sideline. The Owl coverage unit does an outstanding job to drop him right at the 19-yard line. Great coverage.
That may be the best job of kick coverage that the Owl unit has done. The young man helped us. He tried to run parallel, and that's never a good thing for a returner to do.
So the Owl defense will start the night. Typical 3-5-3, or I should say 3-4-4 look. Max Holtzclaw, the senior quarterback, in the gun, really from the pistol. Flips the formation from the right side to the left, and he sends trips out wide left, calls for the snap. He's looking to throw on first down. It's caught, and the Owls will push him out of bounds at about the 24 as he got it to
they're marking
Sean Johnson.
Right at the 35.
Right at the 25. Gain of 5. A little stand-up pass, quick pass on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5. Ensworth showing some tempo. They give to Thompson. Thompson tries the middle of the defense, and he doesn't find anything other than Owls. Great job by the Owls to pursue the football, and they drop him for essentially no gain. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Really good job by all the guys up front, and the linebackers really ran well to the ball. That was a very, very good defensive play.
Credit T. Perry with the stop, and it'll be 3rd down and 5. Holtzclaw from the gun sends more from the right side to the left. They now got trips out left. A lone receiver to the near side. They check the play with the sideline. And they're ready to go. Jack Fleming, the H-back, is the lone receiver to the near side. Holtzclaw looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got an underneath route, and the Owls are going to drop him for a gain of 1, and they're going to force a punt. That's a great start.
It was. Gavin Helton was right there, outside linebacker, making the stop. And really good way to begin a football game, Jeffrey. That's what you were asking for, and the Owls delivered.
Gain of 1 makes it 4th down and 4, and Ensworth will punt it away. Punting the football will be Graham Smith. Brandon Nicholson standing at his own 40, deep to receive. It's a good punt. It's a spiral that's going to be caught at about the 36. Brandon tries to get to the near side, gets through one defender, before getting knocked off his feet at about the 42. It's a return of about 7, and the Owls will have pretty good field position.
Outstanding field position at the 42-yard line. Love to see the Owl offense now come out and put together a series equally as efficient as the defense did that last defensive series.
38-yard punt and a return of 6 gives the Owls 1st and 10 at their own 42 on their first possession of the night. No score, 10:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Hughes comes out in the gun, 4 receivers, 2 to each side. And now officials will stop play. Do we have an equipment issue?
Well, they've got the Ensworth football out there, and Palmer was calling for an MUS football.
Nonetheless, they don't switch footballs, and we get set for play. Hughes sends Mackay in motion. They give to him on the jet sweep. Mackay trying to turn the corner, keeps bouncing, and he's going to be dropped basically at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up about a half yard, but really no gain on the play.
And that's one of the new little wrinkles that Coach Finney told me about, but I'm not necessarily surprised nor disappointed in the impact. The fact that you ran a person in motion and handed it off now makes the defense have to kind of sit at home.
Tighter formation than we've seen from the Owls, and now Kyle Snead goes in motion, and they run the option play. They pitch it to Kyle. It's a little behind him, but he makes a nice grab, tries to turn the corner, able to get across the 45 to the 49, so the Owls pick up about 6, maybe 7 on that one.
Good job with the option. And again, having Kyle as the pitch man, that's a new wrinkle for the Owls.
Gain of 7. Let's call it 3rd down and 3 for the Owls. On the season, the Owls on 3rd downs, they're 34%, 16 of 47. 3rd and 3, pretty manageable. Let's see what the Owls do here. They put two tight ends on the field, and they're going to run it with Perry. Perry tries the right side, now tries the left, cuts it back, gets to the second level, and he's got the first down across the Ensworth 45 to the 44.
Really made a nice cut in the backfield. There was a little penetration on the right side, but T made a good cut, bounced outside of it, and then turned it up as soon as he cleared the line.
Gain of 8 gives the Owls a first down. It's the first one of the night for either side, and now the Owls have the ball in Ensworth territory with 8:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Same formation. Brady in the gun. They send Perry out in motion. He's looking to throw. Fires behind a blitz. Diving catch by Kyle Snead. Nice job there by Kyle Snead to make the grab right at the line to gain. They're going to say maybe he's about a half yard short. It'll be a gain of 9, but it's second really and about a short 1.
And that is a matter of timing, because had Brady held on to it a half second longer, he would have been hit with the ball in his hands.
Gain of 9 makes it 2nd and 1. Hughes looking to throw on first down. He's got pressure in his face. He hits T out of the backfield. It's caught. It'll be a first down, but making a diving, or should say a touchdown, perhaps saving tackle, Zaire Moore at the 30-yard line, as T had a lot of space in front of him, and it was man-to-man with a blitz.
Efficient production out of the offense thus far. Interesting, diverse play calling by Coach Finney, and keeping Ensworth a little bit off balance from what they may have seen on film. I really like what's happening.
Gain of 5 gives the Owls another first down. The inside give is to Perry, and Perry finds nothing but Ensworth defenders as he was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, maybe lost 1.
They're
Ethan
saying
Utley
he lost 2.
They're going to drop it back to, the 31. Officially a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12. So the Owls thus far forced a 3 and out, and now they've made it into Ensworth territory, looking to capitalize here on their first possession. Hughes in the gun, looking to throw. Fires over the middle. The ball's been tipped up in the air, and it's going to be intercepted as he was looking for Mackay Shaw, and the ball got batted up into the air before Jay Johnson, the safety, intercepted it. And really, that's about as easy of an interception as you'll get, because the ball gets tipped up in the air. There's no heat on it. And it's really, at that point, it's just like catching soft toss.
Yeah, he just hung in the air right there for him. Really a shame, because the Owls had been moving the ball nicely to that point.
So the interception will give Ensworth the ball at their own 20 as the Owls turn it over for the first time tonight. Holtzclaw in the gun. Thompson behind him. They give to Thompson straight ahead. He's knocked off his feet right at the line. He falls forward for about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Good job by the Owl defense.
So with 6:45 remaining here in the first quarter, each team's had it once. Ensworth went 3 and out and punted. The Owls got a couple of first downs. However, they throw an interception, and Ensworth has it for the second time tonight. 2 receivers and an H-back to the near side as Holtzclaw works from the gun. He's looking to throw. He's firing on a deep out route. It's caught right at about the 29, maybe the 30, so it'll be probably enough for a first down as he found Sean Johnson to the outside, and they are going to move the sticks.
Ensworth has some really big guards and tackles, but the Owl front is quicker, and we need to continue to use that quickness against Ensworth and their size.
Sensenbaugh and Johnson go out wide left, more the receiver to the near side. They send him in motion across the formation. They give to Thompson straight ahead, and the Owls stack it up just as Coach was talking about. Great penetration by Casey Cooper and Griffin Allen.
Well, the person at the very bottom is Grayson Allen, and those 3 guys, you got catcher Miller, Grayson Allen, and Casey Cooper. Thus far, they have played really, really well.
Let's call it a loss of 2. It'll be second down and 12. Sensenbaugh and Johnson go wide left. Moore and Fleming are to the near side. Now Johnson and Allen cut their splits down. And Holtzclaw sends a couple of guys in motion. A lot of window dressing here. Sensenbaugh's pumping. He's looking deep. Now the Owls got pressure on him. Catcher Miller's going to drop him back inside the 20 at the 18. Great pursuit by the Owl front.
And if you want to call something a coverage sack, that was, because he had no one open downfield to try to throw the ball to.
It's a loss of 9, and let's call it third down and 21. So the Owls force a 3 and out on their first possession. Ensworth's picked up a first down thus far, but they face third down and 21 here. They're 0 for 1 on third downs tonight. Moore goes wide left as there are 2 receivers to the near side. Holtzclaw in the gun. Calls for the snap. Here it is. The Owls bringing pressure again. They're trying to set up a screen, but there was absolutely no one looking for the football. He flipped it, and the nearest guy was Sensenbaugh. The pass is going to fall incomplete, but I'm going to say the Tigers might have been lucky to not get grounding there.
I wish the ball had been a little higher. I think we'd have had a pick. Coach Chubb switched up some personnel. Reed McNett came in at defensive end, and he moved Gavin Helton from outside linebacker up on the line of scrimmage. And Gavin was the one who got the extra pressure on the quarterback.
Another great series by the Owl defense. They do give up a first down. However, they force a punt, and Ensworth's backed up to their 19. So essentially, they started the possession at the 20, and they're basically punting it from the 19. Smith gets the snap, gets it away. This one's nowhere near as good of a punt. It's kind of off the side of the foot, but it takes a bounce for Ensworth, and now it's kind of taking a neutral bounce, and it's going to fall dead right at about the 43-yard line. So essentially, it works out as about the same scenario as the Owls had to start the game on offense. They're basically getting the ball at their own 42-43.
But again, outstanding defense on the part of MUS. Came up with a couple of really big defensive plays to force negative yardage for Ensworth, put them in a real hole.
39-yard punt, no return for Ensworth, or I should say for the Owls. And the Owls take over 1st and 10. Split back look. They fake it to Shaw, and Brady keeps it straight ahead. He gets to about the 44, but not a ton of room. Picks up maybe 2.
This time Ensworth actually brought their corner in as soon as the ball was snapped. He was coming to bring extra pressure off the corner. If we're going to do that, we may be able to catch them if they try that with a free release by the receiver.
Sneed and Wilson out wide left. Barcroft, the receiver, to the near side. Option play. They now pitch it late to T. T gets some blocking, turns the corner. Now he's got a lot of green. He's into Ensworth territory inside the 40. Let's see where he stepped out. They're going to say he stepped out.
No, there's a yellow flag on the field.
So they're not even marking it. They're indeed calling holding against the Owls. I thought they were saying he was spotted out at the 49. Nonetheless, the penalty will negate the gain anyway. But that option play thus far has given Ensworth some problems.
Yeah, that was too bad. I thought we actually had a pretty good block on the edge. Maybe it was too good.
So the penalty will spot the football back at the 36. So it'll be second down and about 16. 4:05 remaining here in the first quarter. No score between the Owls and Ensworth. Ensworth has had it twice and punted it away to the Owls. The Owls had a good drive on their first drive, however, it ended on a tip ball interception. And now they face second down and 17 officially. Split back look. Brady calls for the snap. Looking to throw. Now he's going to scramble out to his right. Looking, fires late, and this pass is intercepted. He was looking for Kyle Snead on the scramble drill, and Jaron Sensabaugh undercut the throw and picks it off at the MUS 48. So one of the themes that we had talked about early in pregame is the Owls had done a great job taking care of the football. Their defense has forced 2 stops, but their offense has turned it over twice.
Well, the first one on a tipped ball.
That was tough luck.
Yeah, well, he threw it kind of into coverage, and there were a lot of black jerseys there. This one, just a really good play by the Ensworth defensive back. I wish Brady had run with the ball.
Holtzclaw in the gun, Thompson behind him, and they give to Thompson straight ahead. Check that. That's Micah Smith who checks in at running back straight ahead to the MUS 43. So he'll pick up nearly 5 on first down.
TJ Mays came up to make the stop from his safety position. I really don't want to make that a habit. We want to have our linebackers and defensive front making tackles at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of substitutions for Ensworth. They're trying to get maybe some fresher legs in on 2nd and 5 as Holtzclaw calls for the snap. Ball's down on the turf. Poor read on the zone read. I think his tailback Smith thought he was going to pull it, and it looked like maybe at first Holtzclaw was going to keep it. He ends up falling on it back at the 40. We'll call it the 47. It's a loss of 3, and now it's 3rd and 8. So that might be a little break there for the Owls.
Yeah, the Owls now look like they're going to go with a 4-man front. Now they've changed it back again. At first, Devin Wells had come in and Stephen Nash had checked out. They're back in their 3-man front.
So Zaire Moore goes out wide left. Sensabaugh and Johnson out wide to the near side. Micah Smith to the side of Holtzclaw. And now Ensworth going to take a timeout as the play clock had gone down to 1 second. Good football game here. Maybe not the most beautiful display of football, but it certainly feels like a big game here. We're back in 30 seconds at 790, the bet.
Reliant Investment Management is an independent, locally owned and operated investment advisory firm that provides customized portfolio management tailored to the needs and situation of each unique client. Whether planning for stability in retirement or managing your estate for future generations, Reliant has the expertise and ability to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit online at ReliantLLC.com or call 901-843-0600 to learn more. Reliant Investment Management, reliable portfolio management for your financial success.
$27.99. My daughter's jeans for $24.99 and more. Plus iron polka, which put a smile on my face. Now,
and we welcome you back to Daily Field here on the campus of Ensworth. 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers. No score with 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. Ensworth 0 for 2 on 3rd downs thus far. Holtzclaw in the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 out wide left. The Owls showing pressure. Here they come. Gavin Helton off the edge. It's a throw on a dig route, and it's a nice catch by Zaire Moore. Good throw, good catch, good execution. Max Williams makes the stop at the 30, and a flag also flies late.
Yeah, I'm afraid he raked his face mask on the tackle, so they're going to add that too.
And that's just a tough break, Coach, because the angle was, you're just trying to make a tackle. That wasn't. Sometimes you see face mask as a lack of discipline. That was just unfortunate. So the gain will move the football. They're just going to say it was a 5-yard face mask. So they're going to spot it at the 25. I always forget in high school we still have 5 and 15. So it's just a 5-yard face mask. But it's 1st down and 10 for Ensworth right at the start of the red zone. Ball going to be on the right hash. New tailback has checked in. It is Hayden Caldwell. And they give it to him on the left side. And the Owl defense was ready for that one as they drop him for a loss back to the 26.
Yeah, Hudson Schoaf had scraped just outside the defensive end. The running back tried to bounce it there, and Hudson was waiting on him.
Loss of 1 makes it 2nd down and 11 as the First quarter clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to play. So Ensworth gets their starting unit back on the field. They've been running a lot of subs this possession, but now Zaire Moore, the receiver, to the near side. Sensenball and Johnson out wide left. Holtzclaw on the gun. Play action pass. He's looking to throw on an inside route, and it's over the head of Zaire Moore, and it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Now's a good time for a turnover, except going MUS's way this time.
I think at this point, you just want to settle with this possession ending with a kick, right, Coach?
Well, any possession that ends in a kick for the defense is a good defensive series.
3rd down and 11. Holtzclaw in the pistol. Caldwell stands behind him. He now checks the play with the sideline. The Owls were showing some pressure. Let's see if they bring it. Caldwell goes from the pistol now to the side of Holtzclaw. Holtzclaw looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's looking for more, and this is caught in the end zone. A beautiful over-the-shoulder catch, and it is a touchdown, and Ensworth strikes first.
Really nice throw and catch. And that's against Brandon, and Brandon actually had good coverage. It just,
Coach,
when
you
the
can't
throw is that.
I don't know if you can throw the football any better than that.
No, he dropped it right in the bucket.
Nicholson was running stride for stride with Moore. And now we have a penalty after the play, and it's going to be unsportsmanlike against Ensworth. So that means that they will kick it off from the 25. As we now await the official word. Yes, the Owls are going to add it to the kickoff, says our head official.
And our student fans that may be listening or watching online, that was caused by the Ensworth student section, which threw things onto the field. And that's what is causing that penalty. You just cannot do that.
Smith adds the extra point out of the hold of Sam Bowers. And with 1:27 remaining in the first quarter, Ensworth strikes first. They lead 7-0. We're back in 30 seconds on 790 The Bet.
MUS Football is brought to you in part by LSI Graphics, your one-stop signage and branding solution for schools, corporations, and retailers. LSI Graphics has been serving the greater Memphis area since 1974 and are the professional choice for wall, window, and vehicle wraps, interior and exterior signage, donor walls, monuments, and more. Visit lsigraphics.com to learn more about our full suite of products and services, or call us at 901-567-3828. That's lsigraphics.com or 567-3828. LSI Graphics, expand your brand.
Now back to MUS football on 790 The Bet.
6-play, 48-yard drive. It was capped off with a 3rd down conversion, a 26-yard throw-in catch from Holtzclaw to Moore, and Ensworth strikes first here in the first quarter. 1:27 remaining. However, after the play, there was an unsportsmanlike penalty as stuff was thrown onto the field from the Ensworth student section. And Ensworth will have to kick off from their own 25 rather than the 40. Graham Smith has it teed up basically just inside the left hash. Short drop for Smith. Nope, now he's going to back it up. As he only stands about 7 yards deep. A lot of guys we see closer to 10. And he sends this one away. It's a high spinner that's going to be taken by Mackay at the 24. Mackay to the 35, looking for some blockers. Tries to get to the MUS sideline. Gets across the 40 to the 42. It feels like, Coach, we're starting every drive at about our own 42.
Yeah, thus far the Owls have had really good field position. And we've moved it into Ensworth territory, but we turned it over once. And it's going to be important that the Owls no longer turn the ball over to Ensworth. We need to hold on to it. We need to make their defense play on the field. Those big guys that play both ways, make them have to run.
1st and 10 for the Owls. They give to Perry. Perry tries the left side, and there's nothing there as he's going to be dropped back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. So the Owls so far, they've had 2 possessions on offense. One got inside of the Ensworth 30. That ended in a tip ball interception. And then the Owls' previous possession on a scramble drill. Sensenball undercut Kyle Sneed for the 2nd interception right at midfield. Brady looking to throw. Now he's got some pressure. He fires late. He was trying to check it down to T, and the pass is too far out in front. It's incomplete.
the offensive line for MUS having a hard time with the big guys from Ensworth. We knew that was a strength for them. Anytime we've tried to run up inside the tackles, not a whole lot of success.
Rashad Smith, Ethan Utley, and Andrew Hogan causing some pressure for Ensworth. 3rd down and officially 12 for the Owls with 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Houston's trips out wide left. He's looking to throw. He's trying to now set up a screen. Fires late, and it's incomplete. I believe that was touched.
No, it's touched by guard.
Javier Rawls.
No,
did they not call it
good.
Did they not call it illegal touching?
Well, they didn't, but they probably could have or probably should have. The first person to touch the ball needs to be a valid receiver.
I think actually, Coach, if the Owls could execute, that was set up pretty well. So Mackay Shaw to punt it away for the first time tonight. It's going to be fielded right at the 24. A flag flies late, and they're finally going to drop Ashton Moore, the return man.
And I think we may have a hold on Ensworth.
Beg your pardon. That was Logan Miller on the return man. That was 20, not 28. Flag is sitting right at the Ensworth 26 as we await the call.
That was an effective punt by Mackay.
35-yard punt, and for the moment, essentially no gain on the return, and we're waiting on the flag. They are looking to Casey Cooper, and I think the Owls they're now moving back. So Coach's assumption was indeed correct. It's an illegal block in the back against Ensworth, and they're going to spot the football back at the 16. So Ensworth's first 2 possessions started roughly at their own 20. Those resulted in punts. They got the ball off an interception at midfield. They turned that into 7 points. Now they start inside their 20, and they're looking to throw on first down. They swing it out to the man that's in orbit motion. That was Ashton Moore. This time they did swing it to 28, and the Owl defense will drop him at about the 19, so he picks up about 2.
Good job that time by Max Williams. He fights off a blocker, and he really laid into the receiver who was trying to make yardage upfield.
Gain of 3 officially, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. Sensabaugh and Johnson out wide right, and that's the horn to end the first quarter. We played 1 here at Ensworth. Ensworth leads 7-0. We're back in 30 seconds with the second quarter here on 790 The Bet.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled. OrthoSouth understands this better than anyone. When your elbow feels unusually unpleasant, your knee takes an unnatural bend, or your wrist feels unfortunately unwell, OrthoSouth offers the uncharacteristic lunchtime and after-hours availability that's convenient for your life. Just walk in and we'll take care of everything, especially you. OrthoSouth Urgent Care. Find us at the corner of Briarcrest and Quail Hollow.
Now back to MUS football on 790 The Bet.
Jeffrey Wright with Coach Ray here at Daly Field on the campus of Ensworth. We've played 1 quarter, and Ensworth leads 7-0. But, Coach, really, I feel like the story of the first quarter was the Owls, who've done a great job taking care of the football, turned it over twice.
Those 2 turnovers, and they will kill you. Those are the kind of mistakes that can cost you. Number one, it gives your opponent more offensive possessions, and it keeps you from being able to enjoy an offensive possession. So that has to stop going forward. Got to protect the football.
The first turnover perhaps took points off of the board, and then the second turnover led to Ensworth's touchdown. That's where we stand, 7-0 as we begin the second quarter. It's 2nd down and 7 for Ensworth. The ball is at their own 19. They will now move to the north end, or they're playing out of the south, headed towards the north. Holtzclaw in the gun, Thompson in the pistol, I should say, behind him. And the ball's batted up in the air and incomplete. Great play by Hudson Schoaf. Read the eyes of the quarterback beautifully and knocked the football down.
Yeah, really top-notch play by the senior inside linebacker, one of the captains. Hudson has really had a very good fall thus far. They were running a slant route, and they tried to throw the ball quickly. Hudson got his hands up, knocked it down.
3rd down and 7 for Ensworth. 1 for 3 on the night, 3rd downs. Holtzclaw in the gun, sends Sensabaugh and Johnson out wide to the short side. That's the near side. He's looking to throw, fires on an out pattern. One-handed grab made by Johnson. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think he's only out to the 24, so I think it's still going to be short.
Yeah, he's short.
And Ensworth indeed is going to send the punt team on the field. We did not have a great angle there.
Jeremiah Tisdale on the coverage.
That was as impressive of a gain of 4 as I think I've seen, Coach. That was pretty slick, one-handed catch right at the sideline. However, Ensworth going to punt it away. And now officials stop play.
We got a equipment problem.
So overall, the Owls have made some offensive mistakes, yet they've got an opportunity right here to get the football back and go get an equalizer. Smith stands with his heels on his own 10. Brandon ready to field it back at his own 38. Smith calls for the snap. It's a good one, and he gets the punt away. Wobbly spiral, fair catch called for by Brandon at the 45, and that's where the Owls will take over. I mean, Coach, I got to tip my cap to our defense. This is almost every time the Owls are starting darn near midfield.
Yeah, they've done a really good job thus far. It's now incumbent on the offense to be able to move the ball and put some points on the board.
32-yard punt, no return for the Owls. They will take over with the ball spotted in the middle of the field right at their own 45. 11:45 to go here in the second quarter. Ensworth leads at 7-0. Now the Owls head towards the south end zone. Hughes sends 2 receivers out wide each side. And T. Perry is the running back, and the Owls are now going to take their first timeout. I don't know if they had the guys lined up right because the play clock was still at 14. I don't think it was a play clock issue. I think it was an
something
alignment.
Coach Austin didn't like, Coach Finney.
So we'll take a quick 30-second break. We're back in 30 seconds here on 790 The Bet.
Where they live in Horn Lake,
Hi, this is
South
Joel
Haven, Olive Branch, or
Hobson with
Memphis,
Hobson
you'll be
Realtors.
happy,
And as a
happy.
graduate of
At God's
MUS,
Key
I
on
know how
Mount Moriah.
important this great school is for my 2 sons.
92.9
Braden
FM
and Joel, who are
ESPN
there now.
is Memphis's
Integrity
football
and hard
station,
work are two
covering
of
the
key
Memphis
lessons
Tigers,
taught
the
in MUS.
SEC, the Vols,
means
the
everything.
NFL, a legacy of
If you agree
football,
and are
rising up on
considering buying or
92.9
selling a
FM
house, Please
ESPN.
call Jennifer and Joel Hobson at 482-2929 or visit HobsonRealtors.com. Go Owls.
Now back to MUS football on 790 The Bet.
Jeffrey Wright with Coach Ray. We're at Daly Field on the campus of Ensworth. Ensworth leads 7-0. The Owls, however, have the football back with pretty good field position at their own 45. They run the option play and toss it to Shaw. Shaw tries to stretch it out wide. Now he tries to hurdle over a defender. They'll say he steps out at the 47, so a lot of running for a gain of 2.
Yeah, I would tip our cap to how quickly Ensworth reacted in their secondary to get out there.
So they will put it at the 47. Let's call it 2, and it's 2nd down and 8. The Owls are showing a formation we haven't seen a ton of where even though it's 4 receivers out, it's kind of a tighter formation with 2 receivers each side. Shaw goes in motion. They fake it to him on the jet sweep, and Brady keeps it straight ahead. He finds a little bit of running room before he slips off his feet right at the 46 of Ensworth. So it's a gain of about 6. It'll be 3rd and 1.
If he keeps his feet, he may still be running, Jeffrey.
Gain of 7 officially, says Coach Torrey, and it's 3rd down and 1.
I like the call, though.
I agree. Let's see if the Owls can pick up a first down here. With 3rd down and 1, they get the heavy set on the field as Griffin Allen and Casey Cooper check in, and T. Perry runs right behind him, and he lowers the shoulder as he picks up the first down and makes his way to about the 43-yard line of Ensworth. But nonetheless, it's a first down. Nice execution.
It was, and that's a really good hard-nosed run by T. Woody Hayes would have appreciated that call and that execution.
Gain of 4, and it's a first down. Trips to the near side. Brady runs the option play, fakes it, and now keeps it straight ahead. He's picking up some yards inside the 40 as he dances down to about the 36. So Brady showing a little bit more determination running the football tonight, Coach.
I don't want him to give up by trying to get the ball to the edge and then using the pitch if he can't quite get there, but that was a really good pickup on that first down.
Gain of 5. Let's call it 2nd down and 5. Shaw, Sneed, and Nicholson out wide right as the Owls give straight ahead, and Ensworth beat almost everyone at the point of attack, and T's going to be dropped all the way back at about the 41. It'll be a loss of 4.
Well, the big nose guard, number 55, highly touted.
Ethan Utley.
Junior. He's been good for a while. What's he, about 6'5", 280?
Coach, you nailed it.
and he's pretty quick on his feet. Got very good feet.
3rd down and 9 as the clock ticks under 9:45 to play, and the Owls might make this 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he's going to give us 5 back.
Utley jumps off sides. So after he had a TFL of 4, he gives the Owls 5. And now the Owls have 3rd down and 4 at the 36.
Much more manageable. We'll see if Coach Finney stays with the play call that he had. Let's see.
Let's see if the Owls may be in 4-down territory. They wind the clock with 9:40. Ensworth showing blitz. They pitch it quickly on the option play. T makes a man miss. Now splits a defender. He's going to be near the line to gain of the 1st down. I think he had it. That play was strung out immediately, but T just made a man miss and got upfield, made a double, really split 2 more defenders, and he picks up the 1st down.
And normally I would not have advised dancing around back there, but it was one of the bigger defenders that was trying to bring him down, and he made him look a little bad. But when he put his foot in the ground and turned it toward the goal line, that was a nice pickup.
Gain of 6. It'll be a 1st down for the Owls. 9:05 to play here in the 1st half. Hughes in the gun. Gives it to Shaw on the jet sweep, who was coming across this formation in motion. And he doesn't find a lot of room as he's forced out of bounds at about the 28. So maybe picks up 2. Coach, the Owls running that jet sweep to the short side.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see maybe a little bit more space.
I'm not sure we're fast enough to get out there. They have really good speed in their secondary, Jeffrey, as they've already proven.
So the Owls will face 2nd down and 8 with the ball at the 28. They trail 7-0, but they're trying to look for this equalizer. Tight formation, Hughes in the gun. Ensworth showing blitz, he's looking to throw. Gets pressure, now scrambles out to his left. He's firing late. He's got a man deep, but it's just over the hands of Max Williams and incomplete. The Owls, who have done a pretty good job on the scramble drill all year, just a few inches away from perhaps picking up another one.
Not a bad throw, actually.
No, it was just a hair high, and he was rolling out to his left, and he had pressure.
Slightly long, yes.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 8. The Owls, thus far on the night, 3 for 4 on 3rd downs.
You ask if we were in 4-down territory, very, very possible that the offense, if we don't pick it up here, that they will stay on the field.
It'll be about a 46-yard field goal if the Owls don't pick up anything. 3rd down, pressure late, and this pass is too low for Kyle Sneed, off his feet and incomplete. Brady had pressure right in his face and tried to get it away. So let's see if the Owls are going to try to
They're bringing on the
kick
field
this
goal
field
team,
goal.
absolutely.
So Tancredi.
And Andrew does have a leg that can get the ball there. So we will see. It looks like he's placing the tee at the 35. That makes it a 45-yard attempt.
So right at 45 for Tancredi. Ball spotted on the right hash. As Tancredi's going to try to make this a 7-3 game. It's a good kick. It's long enough, and it is through. Andrew Tancredi, good from 45, and the Owls are on the board. 8:41 to play. MUS cuts the lead to 7-3. We're back in 30 seconds on 790 The Bet.
MUS fans know about tradition. So do the folks at First Horizon. They've been serving customers in Memphis since 1864. That's more than 157 years. No other bank in town can say that. And no other bank is more excited about serving the financial needs of MUS families. Stop by a banking center or visit online at firsthorizon.com and let First Horizon put its tradition of banking excellence to work for you. Whether you prefer a friendly face or the convenience of on-the-go banking tools like mobile or online banking, First Horizon has financial services that fit any Owl fan. Now back to MUS football on 790 The Bet.
10 plays, 27 yards. And it was capped off by a 45-yard Andrew Tancredi field goal. So the Owls get on the board. They trail 7-3. I'm trying to do this from memory. I think Andrew's career long is 46. So I don't know. I don't think it was a career long, but nonetheless, it's certainly a season long field goal, and it was a great kick.
Yeah, it was a very good kick, very solid, good snap, good hold, good protection, good kick, the way it's supposed to work.
Tancredi has it teed up, and he's going to kick it away from the right hash mark. Low line drive that's going to be fielded right at about the 3. And now, as the Ensworth return man reverses the entire length of the field, that was Ashton Moore. And that kind of fooled the Owl coverage unit. It was a low line drive kick, so it didn't exactly allow for the coverage unit to get down there. And Ashton Moore started up the left sideline, reversed all the way across the field, and before getting knocked off his feet at the 31.
Ensworth crossed
Yeah.
returners and to fake as if they were handing off. And it did stop the coverage team ever so slightly.
28-yard return gives Ensworth the football at the 31. 8:32 to play here in the first half. They lead 7-3. Holtzclaw in the gun, looking to throw. The Owls getting some pressure late. Catcher Miller. This pass is intercepted by Schoaf. Intercepted by Schoaf. No, now the umpire comes in and says it's incomplete.
Well, the one who was calling it incomplete was the referee. The people on the side, they were calling it an interception. Good pressure right there by catcher Miller from the nose guard. He broke through a double team to really pressure.
I will
the
say,
quarterback.
in real time, I thought it looked like a skipper to me. I was hoping they'd get away with it. Let's take a look on the replay on the video board. I don't know. Yeah, I think he lost it at this. He originally had his hands underneath it. It kind of bounced on the ground. I think that was a good call. 2nd down and 10. Now Holtzclaw gives to Caldwell. Caldwell straight up the middle in the Owl front. Done a pretty good job against the run all night. They limit that to maybe a half yard, but not much more.
Outstanding job. Young Devin Wells right there at defensive end and on that stop along with Hudson Schoaf.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Ensworth. Although really they're showing at the sticks. It's really 3rd and 10. We'll call that play no gain. Ensworth 2 for 5 on 3rd downs thus far. Johnson and Sensabaugh check in to the near side. Holtzclaw looking to throw. The Owls bring pressure off the edge. Now he's looking to throw, and he's going to get sacked. Casey Cooper held the edge, and Hudson Schoaf finished him off back at the 23.
No, that's
beg your pardon.
Miller.
Sorry.
Catcher Miller. Nice job by the down guys. That may be one of the best jobs by 3 down linemen I have seen.
Catcher Miller's 2nd sack of the night.
Relentless pursuit out of those guys up front.
Great effort tonight from the Owl defense. It's a loss of 9, and now Smith will punt it away, standing at his own 8. Nicholson to field it at his own 45. The Owls bring pressure, nearly get there, and Smith gets off a bomb that's fielded by Brandon at the 36. Brandon tries to reverse field, spins out of a tackle, and just gets what he can back to the 40. But that was a beautiful punt by Graham Smith.
It was, and it was almost blocked. The Owls came very, very close.
42-yard punt.
Nolan Brown came off the edge, and Nolan just about got there.
4-yard return for the Owls gives them the ball at the 40. Defense has done a great job giving the Owls the football with great field position. Feels like every drive starting somewhere around the 40. Trips to the near side. Brady in the gun, looking to throw on 1st down. They're trying to set up a screen, and it's tipped and knocked away. I'm not sure, Coach. I think Ensworth might have had that read pretty well, as I'm not sure Shaw had a ton of room even if he would have caught that tunnel. But I do like trying to take advantage of those aggressive linemen.
Absolutely. That time the big guy, Utley, had not really rushed. He was actually trying to cover the receiver that would have caught the ball. That would have been Mackay. I would have loved to have seen Mackay catch it and see what could have happened. 2nd
down and 10 from the 40. Brady looking to throw. Fires quickly to Wilson. Catches it on a knee right at the 44. So it's a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. So the throw was a little bit low. Wilson maybe could have picked up a couple more, but he did the right thing by securing the catch.
Well, he had to go down on his knees to try to catch it.
Trips to the near side. Brady to throw. Bad snap. He does get back on it, and he's just going to get thrown for a loss. However, that could have been another turnover. He's going to be dropped back at the 32. But the Owls will punt it away, Coach, and they might be fortunate to do so. So Ensworth takes advantage of the snap miscue, and now Shaw's going to punt it away. Ensworth brings some pressure, and Shaw gets it away. It's a low line drive that will bounce out of bounds right at about Ensworth's own 35, but there is a flag to the near side at the 30. So it's kind of in the area where you'd think of a sideline warning. Let's see if it is indeed. We got a dead ball, delay a game against Ensworth. Okay, so I would presume they're going to tack that on to the end of the play. So that would put the ball roughly at the 30, but now we're awaiting word for where they're going to spot the football. Officials are communicating, but we haven't gotten the official word here. So I know one thing's for sure. They should not have the ball at the 40.
No,
that ball went out of bounds at the 35. It should be. I'm expecting the football to be spotted at the 30. And that is indeed where they do spot it. So 5:52 remaining here in the first half. Ensworth leads 7-3.
Isn't that symbol for illegal substitution?
Correct. No, you are correct. I'm sorry, not delay. Yes, illegal substitution. So 1st and 10 from the 30. They give straight ahead to Smith, the big tailback, and he fights his way to about the 33, picks up 3 on first down. So here's the situation for the Owls. They have 2 timeouts remaining. If they can get a stop and get the football back, they have a chance for a 2-for-1. Ensworth leads 7-3. The Owls won the toss and deferred the option to the second half. Ensworth working from the gun. 2 receivers out wide. Holtzclaw calls for the snap. Looking to throw, fires quickly to Smith out of the backfield, and he drops it, and it'll be 3rd down and 7.
We had Hudson Schoaf right there in case he had caught that.
I'll tell you something else to watch, Coach. Holtzclaw, who does throw a very good ball, he's been under duress from that Owl front. I felt like on that pass he was maybe
a little anxious.
Yeah, sensing a little rush that wasn't there. Got the ball out of his hands quickly, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 7. Ensworth on the night. 2 out of 6 on 3rd downs. Looking to throw. Holtzclaw fires. It's caught by Johnson on a deep comeback route at the 42, and that'll be enough for the first as he picks up about 9.
A well-run out route
and
a well-thrown ball is difficult. Max Williams was in the vicinity, but with the ball delivered with that velocity,
and on time.
On time. There was no way he could get there.
1st and 10 for Ensworth from the 42. Late snap. They fire quickly to Moore. Moore's trying to dance and make a man miss. However, TJ May's having none of it. He forces him out of bounds at the 49. So pickup of about 7 on first down. So Ensworth, who struggled to move the ball against this Owl defense, now has probably their best drive of the night, because even their touchdown drive was a big pass on 3rd down. They try to run power play to the near side, and Smith gets to the 2nd level, and now he breaks through a tackle. I thought he was going to be dropped back at the 40. However, it was an arm tackle, and now he fights his way all the way down to the 31. So a pickup of nearly 21 for Micah Smith, who has been checked in at running back. Officially a gain of 20. It'll be 1st and 10. Damari Thompson now back in at tailback. Holtzclaw in the gun. Calls for the snap. It's a low one. He's looking to throw. Looking. Now he's got pressure, and he's just going to scramble out to his left, and now he's going to be hit late out of bounds by Hudson Schoaf, and flags fly. Not really a smart play by Hudson.
No, that's letting your emotions get the better of you.
As Holtzclaw,
he was way out of bounds.
At least it was right in front of us. He was at least 2 yards out of bounds. It was even going to honestly be a loss of 1. Nonetheless, that'll be 15 for Ensworth. And now they will be inside the red zone. So they'll spot the football at the 17. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Ensworth, their 2nd red zone trip. And now we got a timeout called by the Owls, and will take it with them. 4:33 remaining in the first half. Ensworth leads 7-3, but they're threatening to add more. Back in 30 seconds on 790 The Bet.
After more than 35 years in Memphis, Financial Federal has learned a lot about our community. We recognize the demand for high-quality customer service and customized banking solutions, and we use our experience and knowledge to meet your changing needs, from checking and money market accounts to home and business loans. Financial Federal supports the future of Memphis, and we are proud to support MUS football. To find out more, visit finfedmem.com. That's FINFEDMEM.com.